Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin' H Farm Toys session 97. Tonight we're going to learn how to shape some foam board for a layout. That's what I'm up to this evening. And I've actually got my camera over here tonight, so I'm looking in the wrong spot. But nevertheless, excited to have you here. I'm actually doing something that I've never done before again. I started this project a couple weeks ago, quite a while ago, actually about 3 weeks ago. And just now getting back to it, so yeah, it's good to have you here. So we have Scott and Chris in the house. Good to see you, Scott. Looks like, whoops, sorry about that. Vaughn's here. Good to see you, Vaughn. Vaughn's going to teach me everything I don't know about making a layout. And I'm coming to you from live in the backyard. I'm outside of the No Secrets lab because I don't want a bunch of this crap that I'm using here, and I don't want it in the shop. I want it in the backyard. So I'm doing this outside. Kyler, good to see you from Nebraska. We have Eric and Steve. Good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Hope you're all beating the heat. We have Jacob. Good to see you, Jacob. And we got a couple more minutes here. And a disclaimer before we get too far. I'm outside, and two of my family members are right over there, and they're both on their phones, and they're bound and determined to screw this up for me. So we'll see how this goes. We have Ralph in the house. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Vaughn, you know what you're doing. I've seen your layout. You got a lot to teach me. So once we get going here, I'm gonna just keep on going on the layout that I'm making, which is it's going to be a high moisture corn display, basing it off of Ford County feeders right here outside of Dodge, about 18 miles away. Yeah, see, if you guys are watching, there's my wife. She's gonna wreck this. Watch this. Yeah, she's over there. She's sitting in a chair right there. Anyway, so I'm glad you're here, and I hope your July is going well. And if you hadn't noticed, here's my metal. This is my grain bin. This is off a Gleaner C2, an actual combine. I got this with Paul Nibby when he was here in the States. And I am super stoked about this because the letters right here, they're stamped into the metal versus just painted on, and I love it. So I mounted it to the side of the lab, and it makes me very happy. Let me see, we got Clint here. So Facebook changes. Now the numbers, or your names, are all in blue. I can't see them very well until you actually interact with me, and then I can see them fine, which is kind of weird. All right, we got another minute left. Hopefully you guys will learn something here. We're gonna find out, or at least you can see me learn how to do this. So this is gonna be a hoot. And I'm using my belt sander because, well, it's fast and I have a belt sander, really. I mean, that's it. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah, thanks, Matt. See, there's my son and wife are both on this live feed, and they're sitting 50 feet that way. Yeah. Hi. I have hecklers in the house, guys. This is crazy. All right. Anyhow, so we got 8:30, and we have a nice crowd in the house, so we'll just go ahead and get going. Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin' H Farm Toys session 97, getting close to 100. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to form foam board for a layout. And I'm using the skill saw. We're outside the lab tonight because I don't want any dust and all this other kind of crap floating around the lab. So I thought I'd just do, and it's really nice out tonight, so I thought, we'll just do it out here. So I'm going to flip the camera around. You're not going to get to interact with me much tonight because I'm going to be over on the other side of the camera and doing that. And then also, I'm taking video. I have my video camera set up over here so I can do a time-lapse video is my goal when we're all said and done. So anyhow, I'm going to explain just a little bit about what I've got cooking here once I get down in front of the camera, and then I'll answer questions at the end, okay? So here we go. Whoop. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. All right. So the camera's going now. I got my big camera over there going. So what I'm doing here, what you're seeing here, this is going to be a high moisture corn pit that's being filled. And I cut out too much. I should have cut out to like right here. And now I'm going to make another mound that's curved so it looks like a finished, a high moisture corn pile in progress. Anyways, I didn't think that through. Anyway, so in the actual feed yard, over there where you got some slope right here, there's actually 2 cattle chutes. So there will end up being cattle pots and things like this lined up here, looking like they're offloading or something. So they're going to be over there. And then, so you come off the highway over here and you come in, and then, so you're in this landing area or staging area, whatever, for livestock loading. And then this I got to take way down. I got to take a lot of this out, and I'll probably end up using some plaster or something to kind of level this out and taper it for trucks. Because I've been playing in the shop, I've been running trucks over it and seeing how everything works, and obviously this is way too steep, so I got to take some of this down. And then in the real yard, starting about here someplace, there's a pipe fence that goes all the way, that follows this line on up. So if you have cattle loose out over here, they don't obviously get out on the road. And it keeps traffic out, and I don't know. Anyways, they have a fence, so I'm putting in a freaking fence. The part here that's interesting here is right here is where trucks will go. And then the real one, this is a concrete runway more or less. And then there's going to be a pit here and a pit here, and this one's gravity fed, and this one is gravity fed but has a conveyor out into the pit. And then they make a sharp left-hand turn, and you can see I actually took a truck and made a turn here, so this is what you're seeing here. I just kind of had a marker and made that turn right there, and then put a marker on the trailer and made the turn here. So, and it's pretty sharp and it's fairly steep. That's why you're seeing all this contour, is because I'm trying to replicate what I see, and I don't know, I just wanted to do this, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, so I guess that's a reasonable explanation of what I'm doing so far. At the real yard, this right angle here, it is actually probably a 15-foot drop from the top of the pit to this drive down here. And so the trucks actually pull up, they unload the first hopper, they pull clear up to here, unload the second hopper, back up, and then make their turn out to go back to the scale. So anyway, let's get to work. Here we are. I kind of like that belt sander. That makes it go fast. I used a rotating disc sander, and it didn't work out quite as well. I mean, it worked. It just the belt sander does work really, really nice. I mean, it just works slick. May have to work a little bit more here just to feather that out a bit more, but overall, this is okay. This is okay. All right. So then, to level everything up, I just took I don't know, what is this? 100 grit sandpaper on a block of wood. It is remarkable. The stuff is pretty. It's pretty strong overall. I'm pleased. We'll see how it goes, eh? You'll notice I'm kind of gouging right here. I don't know how to prevent that so much, but I'm really not too worried about it. Yeah, I'm thinking this is okay. Okay, time to get a practice truck. So he's going to come up here, empty his first hopper, like so, come up, do the second one, back up, and then make a really sharp left-hand turn like so, and then back up to the scale. And then others can come in from the highway. Oop. Guess DOT didn't see that. All right. I don't know, when I'm finished, I may end up, I don't know, I might cut more of that off. I haven't decided yet. Because on the real situation, it doesn't come out this far. It actually comes out to about here, and then it drops off real sharp. So they got to make that turn and then get back to the road as they come in. If you watch any of my high moisture corn videos, I think I have film of that actually happening. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So here they come in from the scale, right here, and then they come off right away, and then right down that lane. And there's normally a whole row of trucks piled up here. And then they can also go off this way to another pit, but we're not doing that. So that's going to work. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to set this in the shop. I'll set it down in the lab, and then I'll bring you in, okay? Here we go. All right, hold on a second, guys. I gotta. There we go. All right. Let's take a look and see how we did. All right, here we go. So actually they would come in more like this, is the way the semis off the highway would come in. They'd come in this way. And then they just have to take turns coming and going, coming up and turning out. Yeah, need to shave a little bit more here, I think. Make this just wider through here. I think that'd be okay. But that'll be easy enough. I could do that by hand actually. But I'll take it back out in the grass. And then I'll probably take
I don't know, something like plaster. One of you experts that have done this before, perhaps you'll know better, but I was thinking plaster along here, because this just looks, I mean, there's weeds and stuff growing up in this, but it's just a lot of white dirt and some rock and whatnot. And then, like I said, there's a fence going right along this edge. And then the fence actually goes this way. And then you have pins way back behind there and then clear off. This is a 52,000 head yard. But anyways, so there'll be 3-bar fence, pipe fence here, and then 2 loadout chutes there and some other stuff. So that's kind of what we got going here on the layout. I think that's probably a decent place to stop tonight. You'll notice this part is cut because these are going to be 2 pits. There's like an earth mound here, and then there's a drive. There's just going to be a driveway through here. It's probably in real life, what, 50 foot wide or so. So this will actually be cut off. So you'll see the purple underneath this, and then there's a dirt mound here, a wall, and then there'll be a pit and a pit, because in real life there's 2 more pits, and those will be finished. And what I'll do is I'll just make a hill and some tapered plastic just to mimic 2 finished pits. So that's kind of what we're going to go with there. So that kind of explains what I'm doing here, but the majority of the work is right here. So, and then I've got these. So I'll paint these gray for concrete. And then I'm going to cut those strips out to line my pit. So there will be strips cut out to make concrete walls all the way around. And then there's a concrete apron. And then this, of course, is going to be all concrete. And there will be a cutout for the chute. For the pit that goes there, but there will be a concrete apron all the way around, and then the rest of it's just going to be dirt and weeds and whatever else. So I'll work on this a little bit more while you guys are watching, hopefully this week, and then hopefully I have something more to show you next time. Would be kind of fun just to show you how I'm doing it, not that I know what I'm doing by any stretch. Whoops, wrong hand. So anyways, does anybody have questions or anything like that as we kind of wrap up this evening? It's a little shorter show, but because I don't know really what I'm doing, I am just learning it on the go, and there we go. Just figuring it out as I go. So if some of you experts have advice as I'm doing this, please don't hesitate to give me a shout out. Whoops, cancel that. Whoops, I can't see the comments, crap. Oh, Fritz. There we go. All right. Oh, Tractor Tread Ring says hello. Good to see you guys. What grit am I using on the belts? What did I buy? That's a fantastic question, actually. I know the sandpaper I was using was 100. I'm not really sure what I bought. 80. I'm using 80 grit on the belt sander, and that worked really well. So for what I'm doing anyway, I thought it worked fantastic. So there. So Keith got your question answered. I'm going to kind of scroll back through and keep my fingers out of the way. Okay. All right. So Vaughn says if I get questions, he'll try and help me out. Thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate that. And check your hobby train aisle. Yeah, I did that actually. I bought that. Excuse me. I bought the plastic at Hobbytown in Wichita, which is our closest hobby store, Kevin, and that is 2.5 hours away. So I'll probably be buying everything I need online. I actually thought about going out to the feed yard and just going in their driveway and getting some of their white dirt
to add to this. I don't know if it's gonna work, because if I do something to make it use some sort of adhesive to make it stay on the foam, I imagine it's not gonna look white, it'll look wet, or I don't know. But only one way to find out, right? Go out there, pick some up and try it. All right. What other best practices have you guys got as far as building layouts and things? Like I said, I'm perfectly new to this. I know are you going to add some feed pins? If I might add some kind of towards the scale house, because behind the scale house there are lots. So there's all sorts of pins behind it to the east, behind it. And then off to the north is where all the pins really reside. And then more loading chutes and whatever else. Yeah, I've got some, and then I've been relying on the videos I've taken out there when I've been out there with high moisture corn, but I really need to just drive out there and get a few more. So yeah, you're spot on, Kevin. Thank you for that. And as far as for the fence, I was thinking the other day, our local hardware store, they sell 16th inch rod in 3-foot pieces. So that would be an ideal pipe fence, you know, because then you're just taking 3 pieces and laying it on rods and going with it. I think that ought to work pretty slick. We'll see. Because the problem is that's going to go over a contour, so I don't know exactly how it's all going to work. But that's far off down the road. I got to get this part of it done first, and then we can move on. And then let me add one more little glitch to this whole project too. I want to cut that purple down like I have the blue. So if I get tired of looking at this and maybe I want to do something else, I can go ahead and slide it under the benches on the shelves I made underneath the main bench, and then I can put another one on top if I want to. So I got to do that as well. So all good stuff. All right, guys. I think it's close enough to 9 that we can call it a good day, right? Don't you? Okay. Well, I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, and share. All your comments are appreciated. All the love is good. I appreciate that. And if I don't kind of get done what I want to get done this weekend or during the week this week, I don't know that I'll do another show on this next week. I might do something else. But the plan is to do another layout demo next week. We'll find out, right? Okay. If you don't hear from me then, between now and then, I guess we'll see you next Monday. So again, thanks for subscribing and all the good stuff. We will catch you later. Bye. Gosh, dang, gotta love this. Can't hit the button.